Well, good morning. Today is Wednesday, March 17th, and happy St. Patrick's Day. Today video is going to be a little different because I'm going to be talking more about what we are doing on a day-to-day basis to support the Rockford Public Schools and what our mission is than talking about COVID. We've been talking about COVID for a long time, and we're still following the safety protocols that we put in place over a year ago. By the way, I believe this video today marks approximately 1 year of providing these weekly videos to you to help to keep you informed. And as I've said in the past, we're going to continue to create these videos until we find it's not necessary to do so. I do want you to know that we are continuing to work as our top priority in teaching and learning for our students, with the teachers and students in the classroom working together. Of course, we continue to do our Rockford virtual program as well for those 850 students who are part of that program in grades K through 12. I do also want you to know that I've received questions from people, and so of course as high school principal Dan Zhang, regarding the prom for this year and regarding high school graduation. We just don't have answers for you right now. Of course, you know we're required by law to follow the state health department's directives regarding large groups of people together in the same place. And so until I get a definitive response from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, I can't really give anyone a definitive answer. But I will have that for you as soon as I'm able to get that information. As you know, we have been working hard on many of the projects that are involved in the 2019 bond issue that our community so generously supported. And one of those main projects that is going to be completed by this summer is the renovation of our stadium at the high school. And as you know, that stadium has been renamed from Carlson Memorial Stadium to Carlson Munger Stadium. And we have been working on this project for some time now, and I know if you've been by the high school, you've seen the construction occurring for that renovation of the stadium. I want you to know I'm really excited about the opportunity that we are doing. To begin with, over approximately 2 years ago, I contacted Brett Grill. Brett Grill is a 1997 graduate of Rockford High School. He also, in 2010, was inducted into the Rockford Public Schools Hall of Fame, sponsored by the Rockford Education Foundation. And he is a well-renowned nationwide sculptor. And he's moved back to the Grand Rapids area where he's opened up a studio. But for example, he has sculptured Gerald R. Ford, and his sculpture exists in Washington, D.C., in Congress. And he's done numerous other ones as well. But I asked him to create a sculpture of a ram that is made from bronze that will be in the new renovated stadium. And here's an example of what that ram will look like. It will be over a ton in weight. It will be over 12 feet high, and it will be in the plaza area of the stadium when people walk in. And I'm excited about this opportunity because we have worked with Mr. Grill for at least the last year and a half to come up with a statue that I am absolutely sure this community will be proud of for years to come. In fact, this statue will be in the stadium and will be viewed by Rockford people and others throughout the state, quite frankly, for decades, literally decades to come. And I think you're going to be very pleased at that. Now I want to show you now a drawing of the renovated stadium. And this is just one example. And as you can see by the drawing, you'll see the plaza, and you'll see the location where the Ram will be located. You also will see concession stands, you'll see the restrooms, you'll see a two-tiered plaza and seating area at the north end of the stadium, and then the corner of the track as well. In addition to the renovation, we'll also be including a second press box on the visitor side that will look out into the field up by the water tower, as well as the field down below, and also renovation to the current press box and a new track. You'll also, in that construction renovation, there at the south end of the field, you'll also see two large buildings when it's finished that will be not only classrooms that will be heated and air conditioned, but also team rooms as well. I want to really make it clear that this stadium is going to be used not just for football, but also for girls and boys competition. It'll be used for physical education classes. It will be used for academic classes. It will be used by the marching band, not only for practices, but for competition as well. And it will be used by the community for a number of events that will take place that will be sponsored by community events as well as sponsored by the school district. So this will be an all-purpose facility, and we're really looking forward to all the opportunities that will be available for our students and for our community for use. And I think you can be very proud of it. And that will be, by the way, available at the end of this summer. In fact, our first home football game, which will be August 26th, that's a Thursday. You'll get more information about that, of course, later. But it, in fact, will be a game, the first home game against Utica Sterling Heights Stevenson. And I'm assuming by then we'll be allowed to have more people into the stadium to watch this game. But I'm going to have an opportunity at either pregame or at halftime to recognize the Carlson family and the Munger family for the renaming of the stadium, as well as I'm going to have Brett Grill there to receive recognition for he is the sculptor of this ram. And so looking forward to that event on August 26th. Also, we've been working very hard in designing a new elementary school. And that new elementary school will be built at Saddle Ridge, which is by Edgerton and 12 Mile. And it's taken a lot of work to do this. We did take some plan off of an architecture's playbook on this. We have worked hard with teachers, administrators, community, and so forth, the Board of Education, in order to come up with a plan and a project and a building that in fact will meet the needs of our community for years to come. And you now are looking at a picture, of course, of a drawing of what that building will look like. And I think you can be very proud of that facility when it's completed. I also want to talk to you a little bit about summer learning. We are actively planning for this project, which the initiative will take place right after school's out. It will be for students in developmental kindergarten through 12th grade. It will be for students regarding learning loss, or possible learning loss, because of our change in modalities throughout this past school year of teaching and learning. And I really encourage you to consider enrolling your children into our summer learning program, simply because it will be the right thing to do to make sure students are as current in the area of teaching and learning as they possibly can be. And so you'll get more information about enrollment on this initiative very soon. And in addition to with the Teaching and Learning Project, we'll also are working hard to provide some sort of transportation for our students so they can be as convenient as possible. And it will be free. Our summer school learning program will be free to parents as well. So please consider that as we begin the enrollment process, more than likely right after spring break. I also want to let you know that March is reading month, and we are certainly focusing on reading. And our teachers are doing a lot of projects during the month of March for reading. And we also will be continuing with our Battle of the Books at the elementary level, which is really a popular initiative that has been in place for 30-some years. And in fact, it will look a little different, of course, because of our requirements and social distancing, but we are going to have Battle of the Books. I want to let you know that we'll be opening up our community education rec programs right after spring break, and you'll be getting information on that as well soon regarding registration for our community rec programs. And I also want you to know that our child care programs that we have had traditionally for years during the summer months for child care will continue this summer as well. So you need to contact the Community Services Department to get information on that as well. We will be registering students who choose, by their parents' choice, to enroll in Rockford Virtual for next fall. And we have, as I said, 850 K-12 students in the program now. So if you as a parent are interested in enrolling your child in our Rockford Virtual program, you'll be receiving information regarding enrollment in that program as well. And of course, you continue to enroll in face-to-face teaching and learning for the fall also. Well, I guess I've covered a lot of things right now and a lot of issues. I'm certainly excited about those two major projects that we've been working on through the bond issue. And I look forward to talking to you next week, March 24th, for more information on many things that are happening with the Rockford Public Schools. Please stay safe, and once again, happy St. Patrick's Day.